in my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake, the sun in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench, neath the black sky looking dead. Call my name through the screen, and I hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come, won't you come? Hey, it's Laura, everybody. Hi.
Hi. Your folks?
My folks know, actually.
Okay.
As far as I know. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hi.
My folks and I just got back from a trip to Yellowstone National Park. It was absolutely fabulous. I think they're going to be on with us tonight. Provided, hi, Scott Coates. Provided they didn't just pass out into a pool of octogenarian tiredness, which would be their right. Absolutely.
That'd be a good band name too.
Octogenarian tiredness, everybody. Opening for, I don't know, who they open for?
Lumbago.
Nice.
The Lumbago. Oh, hi. Hi, Buzz. We have something to show you. And boy, oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just wait until
we're going to wait until we're all gathered.
Let's wait until everyone's gathered around because
Absolutely.
we have something to show you.
So much to cover tonight. My goodness, the things that have happened this week. And
I am having a questionable day.
You're having a
Let's just
shitty
say
day.
That. It's not that great.
Oh, kids left for camp for the next 3 weeks.
Wow.
Woot, I guess is
Did you say you were going to California for a minute?
Yeah, what's going on? Were you going to go out on an In-N-Out burger quest, which is what one does when one goes to California? That was the only good part of Vegas. I had a layover in Vegas. I think I might have mentioned this. I had a layover in Vegas for, 20 hours? Something like that, 18 to 20 hours. And I don't like to gamble, so I'm like, Vegas, because Vegas is just it's such amateur hour. Hi, Kathy. Yes, I made it. We drove back. The one great thing about Las Vegas is they now have an In-N-Out burger there. So that was fabulous.
A little jealous, but not jealous enough to go to Vegas.
No. In fact, if you're going to go anywhere, go someplace cool that has an In-N-Out burger. Like the Bay Area, for example, right? They've got In-N-Out burgers. Much better. So here's the thing. So we were in Yellowstone. We did kind of a rather impromptu trip with my folks. Decided to just drive out to Yellowstone. I did the drive-ins, and it was I think 10 hours and 40 minutes to drive there. And so we stopped at several places along the way. And I wasn't honestly sure if I was going to get back in time to do the show tonight, but we got back this afternoon. We are here. I am rested. I am ready. I took a nap. Oh boy.
Scott says great restaurants in Vegas.
There are actually. There's some fine dining establishments in Vegas.
Maybe on your next layover, you should message him for some recommendations.
I would love to, actually. 4-star restaurants. There's something about living in Las Vegas that I guess every chef wants to try at some point. Like, I don't know. It worked for Wayne Newton. I guess I'll go there and cook up some of my fabulous specialty cuisine. Anne says she needs to set up a keyboard short that just says Laura looks so pretty because the frequency that she finds herself thinking that.
You're so nice.
That's very, very, very exactly so right. Nice. And my wife is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, absolutely.
I got a new hair gadget. That's the only good thing that happened this week. I got a new hair gadget.
Laura got a new hair gadget. Tell us what it does. In case we're angling for that sponsorship money.
It dries and straightens at the same time. It's,
right. So do I, by the way, just for the record.
Yeah. So
she's like, that's exactly what that is. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So I had a bad day. Well, it started with a bad night. Because you were out of town. Yeah. And usually when you're out of town, I'm just fine. We have we just don't tell anyone when you're out of town
because
you're alone.
Exactly.
Because, that's a smart internet practice.
Right.
So basically, we have a really robust alarm system and security cameras all over and a gate.
As one does. You've been to our house.
Right.
In the middle of fucking nowhere. That and a shotgun will get the job done.
So I'm basically like, I'm fine. I just lock the gate and set the alarm and I'm good. For some reason, last night I woke up and it was like 2:30 in the morning and I was like, someone's breaking in the house. And then I just could not go back to sleep.
Once you get that stuck in your head.
Right. And that never happens. So I was so freaked out by that. I was like, I was like, why did I just think that? That was weird.
And then once you've thought it, you're
Once
like,
you've
wait,
thought
am
it-
I being prescient here?
Yeah. Am I psychic? Oh my
yeah,
God.
like, am I in tune to some sort of frequency in my mind as a sleeping person that is alerting me to the fact that my house is about to get jumped, right? And so
Right.
then you can't get back to sleep.
And then I was
know how
like,
this
well,
goes.
I'm probably fine. Like if someone even like, how would someone, whatever. But I couldn't go back to sleep. So I just spent the rest of my brain goes, well, what you should do is just stay awake until it's daylight.
What a perfect plan. And what honestly, what a great way to start your weekend. Am I right? Who doesn't love Friday to
that's what I
Saturday
did.
night?
So that's what I did. I just
insomnia.
sat awake for 2.5 more hours until the sun came up.
Oh, God.
Going,
Because you had a bad day. Taking one down to sing a bad song just to turn it around. We're the gym teachers. Oh my God, we've completely become the gym teachers. If I take the hat off, the illusion is complete. I similarly, hi Mom, what's up? My parents, by the way, if you're ever able to take a trip, a driving trip, a road trip with Jim and Jan Cox, I can't recommend it enough. Oh my goodness, my parents are so
that
much
seems
fun. So much fun.
Kathy says, add in all the gigantic window. It is like a house made of windows.
It's
like
a house made of windows.
It's and I mean barely any curtains because how are you going to get curtains for windows that big, right?
All the better to see bears with.
Exactly.
Really. And we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we do this drive out to Yellowstone, and we didn't ever feel rushed, but we stopped through Spokane. We were going to stop in Coeur d'Alene for the night. I actually wound up driving to Missoula, which I'm kind of impressed. I'll just say I don't drive long distances.
Yeah,
that
you
well,
did
Jen.
not
I
used
tend
to like that, but now
tend
you
to-
can do it.
Hi, Ripple. I tend to kind of feel like nodding off, but I didn't this time around. So we made it all the way to Missoula. So we stopped in Spokane. We had milkshakes and hamburgers at Mary Lou's Milk Bottle, which has gotten the award for having the best milkshake in Spokane, which is I don't know what the equivalent would be, like the best shoe salesman at Kinney's. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a downscale market. However, you're at the top, which is cool, right? So anyway, but really, honestly, that fabulous milkshake. And
Looks
then,
cute.
yeah, it was really, really cool. So then we made it to Missoula, which was way further than I've ever driven in one go.
one day.
Right, but then the next day we're driving through, Montana. Honestly, it was like monsoon season out there. What was crazy was every time we stopped, the rains would part, and then we would have nice weather, and then we get on the road again, and it was like God was taking a dump on our cars. Kaboom! Yeah. So anyway, it was a little treacherous, but we made it to the park. We had a fabulous time. Jim Cox saw bison up close and personal. Here, I'll show you. Yeah,
That's the theme of today's show. It's wildlife
animal
day.
sightings.
It's animal sighting day.
That's what we got. Yeah. By the way, if you've never been to, here we go. This guy here. Yeah. It's so green.
Giant slushy
Can't really tell. Yeah.
snowdrops. Wow.
Here
So
we-
it was actually kind of snowing?
This is right. Yeah, he's right by the car. I probably should have thought this through, because he's eating green stuff, as you can see. You get the idea. You've seen photos of bison, but this is nothing new to you jaded viewers. Let's see. Kathy says she shed many a tear. The melancholy Saloom household after watching the Ted Lasso finale just now. You just watched it right now. All right. Well, we don't want to do any spoilers here on this show in case people haven't watched the finale, but it was quite good.
Yeah.
Am I taller? I feel like I'm sitting
maybe I'm
sitting a little
slouching.
taller. Or did I angle the camera down? If I did, mental note, keep doing that.
Yeah.
I look taller.
We look better.
I have a chin.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes I
fantastic.
have to erase the whole show just because I look over at my face and I'm like, oh my God, my face is sagging. Like I can see it.
Middle-aged
see my face
tears, singing
aging.
some middle-aged tears for you.
I can see
tonight.
myself aging in fast motion.
Oh, dude, I know. It's one of those age progression things. Was like Jesus Christ. I definitely feel like the after photo at this point, right? And point in fact, I'm a living after photo. If you look at not to name any names at all, but I was on Facebook the other day and I saw a photo of somebody who I know presently, and I saw them from like 20 years ago, and they were hot, like just smoking hot. And now they're fine. They're middle-aged like the rest of us. But I had no idea that this person was that attractive. Laura has a big question mark over her head. Rest assured, Laura, I will tell you after the show what I'm speaking of. Anyway.
No, I'm trying to think it's middle age is a sliding scale because first of all, if you're alive,
Oh yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
you're already a 2 or a 3. Right?
Yeah,
And if you're not like hideous, then you're like a 5 or a 6, right? And
Right.
the older you get, the more the scale slides, right?
Oh,
So
that's
it's like
exactly
you're-
right. No,
so-
I mean, listen. I mean, any
So
one
what
of
I'm
us
saying is-
are hot enough. If we were on the market right now, we'd be date bait every single day.
The thing I was thinking with the question mark over my head was, well, fine, that's like a 10 for 50-year-olds, right?
Yeah. I guess my point is,
Who looks amazing? Who looks like
Right.
they looked when they were 21?
I think
Come
that's absolutely a fine point. But my point in all of this was, I'm sure that every once in a while somebody stumbles, and they're available on Facebook, and they see an old picture of me in like college or directly after, and like. You come here. Holy shit! Have you seen this? Jesus H. Christ! This is Stephen Cox. No, Stephen Cox. Yeah.
See, I thought that was going in a different direction.
No.
I thought you were
No,
going to say,
basically,
like, every once in a while someone stumbles upon, oh, Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd looks the same.
Yeah, Paul
You're
Rudd
right.
looks exactly
You're
the
exactly
same.
right.
And that's some horse shit right there. Am I right?
I'm convinced, though, that every
you,
once
Paul
in a while
Rudd.
someone
what I
someone
say.
stumbles across this stream or a photo that I post and they go, "What happened to Lori?"
That's
Caldwell's
what everybody
face?"
says. I'm absolutely
Yeah.
positive. Like,
What happened to her face?
friends from high school, whatever. Oh my God, he was so cute in high school. It's like,
It's true, Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey, but I feel like money contributes to that.
hi,
right?
Dad. Hey, I was just mentioning, in case you're just signing on, if you ever have the opportunity to take an extended road trip with James and Janice Cox, avail yourself. Treat yourself, won't you?
So they were
it's
on a
fun.
road trip this week,
yeah,
and I
Yellowstone.
was dismantling my book and trying to put it back together because it's driving me slowly insane.
Yeah.
And,
And then what else did you do?
And then, and I spent the whole week trying to figure out what was that smell in the
Okay,
kitchen.
right. Have you ever gone? You of course, people who live in homes with roofs and occasionally kitchens. You ever played a game called What's That Smell? You walk past and go, nope. You're
Yeah.
walking past in the kitchen. It's like absolutely fucking not. This needs to stop right now.
Okay.
Is it coming from the trash? Is it coming from someplace unseen? God forbid it's coming from inside a wall. That's the worst possible
Well,
scenario.
it was coming from the sink. I finally figured it out, and
Yes, right.
but that was the second thing I did today. The first, well, no, that was the third thing I did today.
Yeah.
The first thing I
I'm,
did.
I'm ready to go with the AV.
The
by the way.
first thing I
There you
did
go.
was stay up all night because I had a bad dream and
Yeah.
a panic attack.
So off to a great weekend.
then I woke up and was like, well, I feel like crap, but I'm going to start doing my weekend chores, right?
Yeah.
And then I look outside on the deck.
And guess what she sees? Holy shit, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
gosh!
That's a fucking bear.
There's a
That's
bear!
a fucking bear.
Wow!
That is a ginormous fucking bear on our deck. It's going for the feeder. And as far as I know, he's leaning against the glass. He's
Right.
leaning against the glass. Holy Jesus H. Christ. What is happening?
Let's
What
all
is-
let's
what-
all
what is
just
happening?
take a minute
I can't.
and zoom
I can't.
in.
Hang on,
on that. Yeah. mhm.
Hang on, wait.
Wow.
I'll do. I said I was ready with the AV. but
How's
I-
your weekend going?
How's everybody else's weekend going? This is how it's going for us. Oh, wait, can I zoom in? There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. That's a fucking.
Okay. Cool.
That's a situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at those little feet. Ah, look at those feet. Oh my God. So then Laura
No.
goes outside. Well, so you tell this story. I'm
Okay,
ready with the next.
so I went into the garage to get something. I come out, there's a fucking bear
Yeah,
on the deck.
so-
He's
so-
right there.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, okay, what should I do? Like,
Right.
I'm already sleep deprived, and I had an anxiety attack. Maybe it was the bear that was trying to break in.
Could
my
have
dream.
been. Could have been. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm actually, all joking aside, I was very scared.
As well, you should be. I think we're all in agreement.
I was like, I don't know what
That's
to
a
do. I don't know what to
Terrifying
do.
fucking sight.
Because I was like, if I scare him the wrong way, he is going to break the window.
Right, well,
Right.
yeah, you want
Like,
to make
he
sure you
was
scare him
leaning
properly.
against the window.
You scare him in a way in which indicates, hey, I'm in charge here. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
So then, Laura, you
So I scared him away, and the dog scared him away, and then he
he's
looks
giving you two.
He looks much smaller
Yeah,
when he goes
he looks
there.
smaller there. However, he's kind of
Yeah.
looking back, going, I don't know. Can I take you? I might be able
Yeah,
to. Might
he
be
was
able
like,
to take
God,
you.
that was some really good birdseed. So
Yeah.
now, disappointingly, we have to wait until the bears go into hibernation again to set up the
So
squirrel
yeah,
spinner.
and so really, what this means is
And-
no fucking squirrel spinner. I'm
And
sorry.
the squirrel
I'm sorry.
spinner has been sitting there since
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Because
it
you were waiting
arrived,
for me to get
And I
home,
was waiting
right.
for you.
Yeah.
And now I can't. Anyway, would anyone like a copy of that?
Anybody want a copy of that?
Yeah,
we're
anyone?
certainly happy
That
to
was-
send that
That's
to you.
how my weekend's going.
Yeah.
And then I figured out what the smell was in the sink and had to like dig that, had to like take part of the sink apart.
You don't
I'm
ever
having
really,
a bad day.
So, and this is a very kind of strange, bittersweet moment, if you will, in middle age, when you actually find the source of the stink. You're like, yay! And then you pull out whatever it is, and you're like, boo! No, that's a horrible, horrible thing. That's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you very much. Yeah, wait, do one of these.
So I'll post the photo like on my Facebook or something, and I'll send it to whoever wants. But here's the thing: someone's gonna go, "Well, you're an idiot. You put a bird feeder up and you live in
I
a
don't know
forest,"
if we're
right?
idiot. We had the bird feeder up for a long time. Anyway,
Right, we've had the bird feeder up for months. I don't know what made that bear think, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk up on the deck in broad daylight."
So now, Scott says, can you say bear rug? First thing we thought was, Fuzz has been itching to come out here and get a license to tag himself a bear. Eric says, don't pull on stinky things.
Eric, if I didn't figure out what it was, you were next. I was gonna
you were on speed dial, my friend.
you have to take the stink pipe apart again.
That would absolutely have that. That would be your responsibility.
That's
if
right.
we don't pull, listen,
If we don't solve the
somebody's going to
problem-
pull on a stinky thing, and if it's not us, guess who it's going to be there, bub? All right, there you go.
Show with Stefan and Lori.
That was a good segue, right?
Oh my God.
We've never done it quite like that
I
before.
know.
I'm gonna do that way from now on. Yeah, always joke. Maybe we've been missing this opportunity all this time. We should joke into the intro. That's what we do. Hi everybody. Hi, it's the only show. Welcome.
Yeah.
It is June 24th. It is.
So now I'm afraid to go outside, basically, because
Yeah.
there's a bear right there who wants with the food.
So now we're in a situation where it's like, if we're gonna go, I'm gonna take the dog out later on tonight to go lock the fucking get him again. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm announcing my presence. Hello. I don't. What else are we supposed to do? Now, I was thinking to myself, probably the best thing to do was the next time the bear came around, would take the old shotgun out on the deck and just fire off a couple rounds, just really give it a good scare, so it stops coming back around.
The bears
right?
have been like all over all the security cameras. Like there's so many bears. this
You
year.
cannot believe it. Honestly, is comedic at this point. Where
And there was a news article that just popped up on the Echo show,
saw that.
like about there are more bear sightings
They're
in California.
everywhere.
There's
Yeah.
so many bears this year.
it's crazy. Do we have a couple seconds here? Sure, we have a
yeah,
couple
here.
seconds. Yeah,
Show
I was gonna bring up
show,
some of our footage. Here.
Show Jim Cognito.
Zing, zing,
That's
zing.
basically all bears.
All bears, just bear city, bear fucking city out there.
Here,
Hang
go
on,
to
yeah.
devices.
I've got it right here. We
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when your significant other goes, "You
There we go.
mean this"?
Hi. That's right by the shop up there. You know that is.
Yeah.
And on it goes, just one after the other with these things. They think they live here now. So anyway, listen, we need a little help. Name Stephen Lori's bear. Name it. Name him.
Your mom is like Christ on a crutch.
My dad says, Stefan's the best son ever. He took care of us old folks and drove us the whole trip. You know what? Honestly, you guys were the best company ever, and I had a great time. I've never driven quite as much in a short period of time. I think we covered about 900 miles over the course of 4 days, but boy oh boy was it worth it, and we wound up hitting excellent weather. I would have put together what am I trying to say? A slideshow of some sort. I would have put together a slideshow of some sort, but you've all seen pictures of Yellowstone. You don't need to be subjected to that. You come here for this. Name Stephen Lori's bear.
Oh, two people said stew.
Stu. Oh, that's good. That's
Buzz,
right.
can we interest you in a bearskin rug
We'll put you up. We'll
that
put
you
you up
could
here.
make yourself?
Yeah, we're gonna name them, and then you can take them out. Yeah, honestly, and then perhaps hang his skin outside as a warning to others. Right? We mean business in this house, and we did it legally. That's what I would stipulate to the other.
Is it legal though? I don't think you're allowed to.
Buzz, can you do it legally? Is it possible? You've always said that you could get a tag to get a bear. I
Maybe
would love
this is the year, Buzz.
This might be the
This is
because
it.
boy oh boy is it bear blues up
there's
here.
a whole. I mean, there's probably one outside right now.
There's so many around. We can't bear it. Hi-oh, hi.
It's
Hi, buddy.
unbearable
Good night.
up here.
Good night, everybody. It's unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Let's see. Shithead, says my mom. My dad says thank you to you for taking care of everything.
Oh
which she
no,
always
but yeah,
does.
I did get the mail. It was no big deal.
Hole is the name of the bear. As in Bear Hole. Scott says the Bear Hole. You cannot hunt in the neighborhoods.
Oh, but we're not in a neighborhood.
but see, Carrie
we're
says
in unincorporated King County in a
Carrie
forest.
says you can't hunt in the neighborhoods, and Fuzz says yes, you can.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
All right. Peepin' Tom, Teddy Jackson, Shithead, Pooh Bear the Black Edition, Birdie. Carrie said Hole. Yeah, Mystery Bear, Fuzz's Summer Goals. That's the name of the bear. Merkin, Stu, 70s Bush. All right, Atwood. That made me laugh out loud. Eric wins for 70s Bush. That's very funny. Now, listen, when such things were findable, I don't know if you all have seen Demi Moore posing for We magazine back in the day.
Oh my God, why are you bringing that up?
Because Eric mentioned 70s bush. She looks like she's giving birth to a bear. I have never in my life seen a bush like that in Demi Moore. Wow. I understand she's Greek. Greek is what I understand. She's Greek. I don't care. I got no shame. I'm doubling down. Oh, it's giving me the look like, oh, you're gonna keep no. I'm going. I'm doubling down, kids. My mom said, didn't name the bear Dildo. Call him. Oh, Heather's here. Hi, Heather.
Oh, hi.
Heather said we should call him George, and we will hug him. And it's good. By the way, did you know? As we were driving through today, there's a town in Washington named George. So when, of course, you're driving through, you have to say, "I'm in George, Washington. I'm in George, Washington.
I live in George, Washington.
I live in George, Washington. I'm driving in George, Washington." That's what you do. Yeah. So that there was my mom said you didn't live through the hippie 70s. No, we didn't. And I don't want to. Yes, I did, but I was not sexually active because I was 7.
Because you were 7.
Exactly. So let's
Thankfully
keep the Harry Bush details to ourselves, shall we? Yeah. So Stephen and Lori's bear is officially named 70s porn. That's 70s Bush.
70s Bush.
Eric's on the road. Okay. Very good. Like Old Faithful, Stephen is also known to blank every 90 minutes. I don't know. Now, there's your clue. I don't know what geological activity is at work, what sorts of forces are at work that would actually cause something to spout off every 90 minutes, and it has been doing probably for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, long before we learned how to monetize it or make a metaphor out of it. Am I right?
So I'm the kind of person.
Ange, look, Ange, right off the bat.
I said that.
Laura said, yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Nice.
no,
Call Eric.
three people said
Rant,
Yeah.
erupt. Candy says, call Eric.
Eric.
Make us all laugh. Nicely done, Rachel.
happened.
Thank you, Ange. Anyway, you were saying.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
Now it's gone.
Magic drink. There is a guy who is trying to disrupt the bottled water thing. You know.
Oh.
Yes, please.
I remembered what I was going to say.
Bring it on home to
I am
Homelessville.
that kind. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's
but
fine.
I have
I'll get back to it at some
catch
point.
it now, or it's going to,
I know.
ADHD.
Poof. Yeah.
So, I wonder who figures things out. Who makes that's the kind of person that that's how my brain works, right?
Sure.
So I'm like, who's the first person to figure out that thing erupted every 90 minutes and we should make a park around it?
Right.
Is that how it worked?
Going to build the park around it.
When did it become a park? Was it like, oh, that's cool?
Yeah.
So, and it's a lot of nice scenery around here. So,
in fact, so much so that let's dedicate the entire upper quadrant of the upper northwest quadrant of the state of Wyoming to this thing.
What came first? Was it someone observed? Anyway, who cares?
Heather says, like Old Faithful, Stephen is also known to forget what he was doing every 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Correct. Have his mind blown. Vote. Smell like sulfur. Oh, speaking of which, we stopped by, I think it was called the Stink Pots. What was that called, Mom and Dad? It's all sulfur. Most of the hot springs that you have, naturally occurring hot springs in the park, are just regular old boiling water. Don't fall in. But there's one that is, I forget, Stinky Joe's or whatever it's called. They have very quaint names for all the different locations. I think they were all named by Teddy Roosevelt, as far as I can tell. Anyway, and you get out of the car and immediately it was like, no, this is horrible. My dad stayed inside the car and I'm like, sorry, we're gonna open the doors, dude. Sorry, it's coming in.
Did it smell worse than what was in the sink?
I can't compare.
Okay.
I can't compare because I wasn't
let me
here
just
for the
tell you
sink.
this. What was in the sink? I had to take apart part of the sink and then pull out the thing that smelled so bad.
It's rotting food, obviously.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
but
what it is.
It smelled so bad, I put it in a bag, tied the bag in a knot, put the bag in the garage, and it still smelled.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I drove it all the way to the grocery store and threw it away in an
Angrily.
illegal dumping kind of way.
All right, so Eric's on the board with 1 point. Laura,
Okay.
this second is yours.
Sorry.
Let's see. The Stefan is known to choose to learn any song except the theme from Taxi every 90 minutes. Save. Nice, I like that. Second intro, start ranting, make us all laugh, dig his hole a little deeper, call Eric, make a Bush joke. These are phenomenal. Who had the funniest compose a song? Is that talk shit?
I'm giving a point to Ange, Scott, and your mom for rant.
Okay, very good. Now I get a point. Well done, kids. Well done. Now, of course, as we've learned last week, and it's something that has, I think, been apparent to all who were able to observe it, you don't really win this fucking game unless you win outright.
Oh, I
That's the
have
only
a
way to do
prize
it.
though this
Oh,
week.
yes, she does have a prize.
Look, I have a grocery tote.
Hey!
It says
Hey.
psychic readings on it. Cute.
Yeah. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's
so
the prize for this week.
yours for the heavens.
Psychic readings tote.
Listen.
Use it for your groceries or give it to your wife.
Or your husband or whatever, whoever you think might appreciate said prize.
Psychic readings.
Yours tonight. But of course, as we determined, you got to win outright. That's really the only way to do it. Otherwise, it's really anybody's game. And in a lot of ways, that makes it a little more democratic, doesn't it? Right? Because anybody can come in like Rapel, just point at the wall
Do
and.
you want to cut the crawl? Because
Oh, hi!
It's been
Thank you.
going on
Thank
for
you very
20
much.
minutes.
Yeah,
Just
good.
it's just a thought that I had
I know.
that you maybe wanted.
It's a dream some of us
It's no
had.
big deal.
Yeah. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's blank. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's blank. Yeah. Because when you get older, there are fewer and fewer things that you know for sure. Am I right?
I know this much is true. We are the gym teachers.
That's it. That's all I got. That's it. My mom says if there's one thing I know for sure, it's nothing. How very Zen like. Raining men. If I know, it says if there's
raining
one thing I
men.
know for sure, it's
raining
raining.
men.
Hallelujah. How to pin it, says
to
Eric.
pin it.
A submarine that is bolted from the outside is a bad
Okay,
idea. Okay,
so I'm glad
we didn't know if we were going to talk
someone
about
made
the
a joke.
submersible. You needed to make a submersible joke. By the way, let's all just come together and agree that that's the first time that we knew the word submersible was a thing. I never had heard of a submersible.
Did you
before.
know
Did
that James Cameron went to the Mariana Trench
Yes.
bottom in a submersible? We've learned a lot this week.
Yes,
We've learned a lot.
James Cameron has gone as deep on the planet as his ego is large or wide, something like that.
Okay, so let's not talk about the actual event, but that's very tragic and gives me anxiety just thinking about
Yeah,
it.
it's terrible. No, honestly, it's a horrible way to go. Woo!
Margarine is not butter, says Gary.
You can't believe it. You can't believe that it's not butter.
If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that I gotta pee.
Let's see. There's always time for lubrication. Says Heather. Good. Okay, that's good.
It's not Taco Tuesday. Okay, Kathy says, I am very sorry for the loss of life, but...
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so one of the guys had a stepson, and that stepson went to a Blink-182 concert when he didn't know if his stepfather was alive or dead, missing, whatever.
You gotta live. You gotta live. Am I right?
And he was like, come on, everyone deals with grief and anxiety in their own way.
And
I
mine
do
is
it
to party
at the
down.
Blink-182 concert.
Woo, yeah.
So Cardi B goes to Twitter and she goes, you know what? Yeah, the guy says, what am I supposed to be at home? She's like, yeah, you're supposed to be at home.
Yeah, you're supposed to be at home.
Like, she's
Yeah.
like, so you a whole ass billionaire. You don't even have people who love you enough to like sit by the phone and wait to see if you're okay.
I've honestly
and
never
for once
heard.
I agree with Cardi B.
I've never heard a more Gen Z sentiment than,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but when everybody deals with grief in their own way, I want a trophy. All right.
Eric said, if it's one thing right now for sure, it's you ate so drunk.
Oh, shit. Or is that Eric? I think that's
I
Eric.
just said that.
Oh, I thought you said Ann said it.
No.
Eric said, we ate so drunk. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
He ate so drunk right now.
So one night we're over here. You guys know the next door neighbors, Darcy and Titty Jim, and
No, he's Testicle Joe now.
he's Testicle Joe now. Anyway, so
Wait, this is yours to choose, right?
yeah, this
my
one's.
God.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, I do have a gap.
okay, so Kathy has had a number of funny answers, but I'm going to give it to you, Kathy. For if it's one thing I know for sure, it's I do have a gag reflex. That is fabulous. Oh my God, that is fantastic. 1 out of 5 dentists should not be dentists. That's good. Yes, of course. And that is absolutely true because 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed choose Trident for their patients who chew gum. The other one got board certified, I guess, in Guadalajara or something. I'm not sure.
The answers just keep rolling in and they're just as funny.
Yeah, dance like no one's watching.
Eric says it's that she doesn't like it that way.
That you cannot turn back time.
No, you can't.
can't turn back time. calm.
And says that the solemn moment of remembrance for billionaire submersibles is over.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. A Pictionary is not accurate. Sex on the beach is not all it's cracked up to be. Not unless you like sandpaper in your junk. That's how that's gonna go. I needed a little exfoliation downtown. Let's go have sex on the beach. Yeah,
I've never understood that.
I think it was because from here to eternity, the couple, it was a Burt Lancaster and I can't remember the woman's name, rolling around on the beach, making mad, passionate love as the waves crash over. Seems like a great idea. No, it's not. Hey, listen, I found what was smelling up the place. It was blank. Found what was smelling up the place. It was blank. They do have a gag reflex. That's fucking funny. Kathy, you funny. You so crazy. Oh, my God.
It was a big pile of bear poop on the
Basically.
frickin' deck.
Yeah. Deborah Kerr, says my mom.
I don't think that bears are supposed to actually approach your house, especially in the daylight, right?
That's why we need fuzz.
Yeah.
And listen, Fuzz,
Pep up.
just to make it sporting, because these bears are not about making it sporting around here. They're just hanging out, go, come at me, bro. Right? So.
That bear was not sorry. Now, everyone in the chat, have you seen the bear photo? Because let's go back to it.
Okay, one more time.
Here's what happened today.
Here's what had happened. So that's the bear after it was up on the fucking deck like this. That was what Lauro saw. I mean, just, yeah.
I'm just folding the laundry innocently, and then all of a sudden, bear on the deck. Bear on the deck.
Oh my God. Okay, so found it was smelling up the place. It was Teen Spirit. Smells like Teen Spirit, says Fuzz. That's very funny. Fat Bob, the mouse in the bucket. Oh, the mouse in the bucket. Who could forget? Ray's Taco Bell shits from last week. Kathy says, sorry, I ate dairy. The green couch, old Stephen Faithful. That one cup, says Ray. 3D old fish, Lily Tomlin in your garbage disposal. Tiny Lily Tomlin in your garbage disposal. Did Lily Tomlin stink?
I don't know.
I like the answer.
I like the answer, though.
Big scat, says my mom. Let's see, men over 50. We do have a particular odor, do we not, gentlemen? I hate to admit it, but we really do.
Hipsters. They do smell.
Who had the funniest response? This one's yours to judge.
Okay. Now I'm losing.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need a pen.
Yeah. I know, it's like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
What is that stank?
What is that stank? Axe body spray.
Okay, wait. I picked one.
The yeast.
It was Scott with that green couch.
Yeah.
Someone sent me today because if you see weird food, go ahead and take a picture and send it to me.
Yeah, that's your jam.
Someone sent me today a photo of mustard, a Grey Poupon flavored ice cream.
Okay.
Mustard flavored ice cream.
I'm with that.
Would you eat that?
I mean, I don't think I'd have a whole. I think I'd make a sundae out of it, but yeah, I would try it for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's this place called Salt and Scratch, or what's it called?
Oh, salt and
butter. I don't know.
Salt and piss.
It's called Salt and something, and they have very interesting flavors. Like they had, what was the blue cheese?
The blue cheese one was good.
The blue cheese one was actually very, very good.
None of the kids liked it.
Well, of course the kids didn't like it because it's only when you get older that you're actually willing to try shit like that. Otherwise, it's like
Salt and straw.
Salt and straw. Thank you very much. Good. Yeah. Thanks to daylight saving time. And by the way, I mention this every year. Because I'm a fucking broken record as well. But every year we say to ourselves, I can't believe it's like this late. I can't believe it's already Christmas. It's like, yes, it happens this way every fucking year. Yeah.
Why? Does it have to?
Well, I mean, is the sun going to spin? The planet going to spin, and it's going to rotate
people
around.
in politics. Can't you get them to change the
the spin of the Earth? Yeah.
No, the daylight saving. We don't have to change.
I know what you're saying.
Right?
I understand.
You're being purposely.
I'm
obtuse.
being purposely obtuse. That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to shoot you. All right. Thanks, daylight saving time.
Everyone knows it's salt and straw, but
salt and straw. Salt and straw. Hey, stupids! Hey, over there!
Hey, I'm screaming at the TV! It's
salt and straw. God damn it! You ever do that? Like when you're driving along, listening to the radio, and the guy's like, "It's a singing group from the 1970s," and I forget. You've got to get in my FM radio DJ voice. Yeah, I was got this incredible singing group
It's
from
called,
1970s. Who can remember? It's Peaches and something. Peaches and something. I don't remember. And you go, Herb. It's fucking Herb. It's stupid. I'm gonna pull over and scream into my radio. It's Herb, you stupid fucker. By the way, okay, well here. Hey, thanks to daylight saving time, you can blank until 10 p.m. Thanks to daylight saving time, you can blank until 10 p.m. By the way, did we? Now this is my senility kicking in.
Is it daylight saving time?
Saving time.
Daylight savings time.
It is definitely not daylight savings time.
Savings time.
It
daylight
is 100%
saving
not
time.
daylight savings time. there was a story on Casey Kasem's Weekly Top 40 Countdown where he was talking about the guy who started Peaches and Herb. And so I did a little digging on this guy. He walked from D.C. to New York to record his first album, which, hey, fucking respect. Am I right? Hats off. Because the guy he had something to say, even though it was reunited and it feels so good. But this was his vision. But did you know that there were 7 different Peaches? Like, they were just interchangeable. Like, I can only imagine it was like, he changed as many times as Elizabeth Taylor, had husbands. It's like, it's a pickup line, right? These guys show up into a bar. Herb would show up to a bar. Hey, baby, want to be my Peaches? How about that? Right? You got any Peaches? Any Peaches on him? This that you can yell at teenagers until 10 p.m. says Eric. Let's see, mow the yard to annoy your neighbors. Hunt for snipes. Oh, remember a good old
Fuck around and find out.
Snipe hunt. Yeah, fuck around and find out. Says right. Shoot bears on the deck. We got to watch the bears.
By the way, if anyone has ever wanted to see a bear, this summer's the summer.
Why don't we charge admission?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're like a fucking safari
like a
theme
wildlife
park.
preserve over
exactly.
here.
Yeah. So.
Does anyone want to see a bear? Because come on over. There's a bear right outside.
Eric said you can kill vampires.
I'll put the bird feeder up. It will come right. You can see it right there.
That's a great answer. Zabe says get a tan. That's very funny. Keep the lights out. Play outside if you're a Gen Xer. Exactly. Drive without blindness. Hi. Middle age is fun. Have a bear party. Well, that could be a very different kind of scenario. Bear party. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't Google lemon party either. Don't do it. You'll be sorry. Eat lightning and crap thunder. Is this yours? This is mine.
Oh, it's yours.
Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm going to give it to Zabe for get a tan. There are a lot of great answers there.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what? This is an age-old question, a philosophical inquiry, if you will. Who did let the dogs out? Who did let the dogs out? We never really answered the question, did we? Bahamen, because they're from Bahamas, right? Isn't that right? The Bahamen.
Oh, speaking of the dogs.
You're the Bahamen.
Because we have that
Sure.
lovely dog. She saw the bear and was initially like, "Oh, what the fuck is that thing?"
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Wait a minute, I should bark." So she
I'm a dog.
started
I have a job
barking.
to do.
Yeah, started barking, and the bear kind of, ambled away, shambled away, and then I was like, I knew it went that way because I could see it on the security camera. So I was like, the very next thing I have to do is take the bird feeder inside. And the dog was like, let me out! Let me out! I'm gonna get him! And I'm like, are you mentally ill?
Honestly, if we've ever
You all
wanted
right?
to see our dog shredded.
Are you okay?
Shredded dog is what we would
Bro.
line up with. Yeah.
Are you okay?
And let's see. My mom says Quentin Tarantino because Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs.
That's funny.
Nice, and that's a great answer.
That's funny.
The cats. Sit down. Yes, the cats let the dogs out. The Rover Walker I hired. 70s Bush Bear says Ray Slim. Nike let the dogs out. Paris Hilton. My appointed dog walker. Sure, you pay for it.
I thought maybe the bear was gonna let the dog out. Just,
Yeah.
Just paw on the
Whoop. Yeah.
Just like, hey, what are you doing?
Okay, so Ray says, I don't know who let the dogs out, but they left the door open and now it's fucking cold in here. Ass munch. Jim Carrey is 61. I don't know why this popped up on my Echo today, but it says, how old is Jim Carrey? I'm like, yeah, how old is fucking Jim Carrey? Turns 61. 61 Jim Carrey is. Rubber face fartsmith.
Jim
Rubber face
Carrey.
fartsmith. Nice. Up top. Boom! Love it. Yeah.
We can't remember what we were doing a minute ago.
No, but we remember
Rubber Face Smartsmith. Cool.
Rubber face
That's how
fartsmith,
it-
which was it was an Onion headline. Yeah, it was rubber face because it was their look back on our dumb century, I think it was called, and it was a headline from the year like 1993 or something like that, and it's like rubber faced fartsmith steals America's heart, I think was their headline. They were fucking. They used to be funny.
Kathy says some drunk guy. That
Kitty
is
Jim.
That is the exact reason why we put the dog in daycare for every party.
Every party.
Because some drunk
guy's
guy
gonna
will
dog
let
out.
the dog out. That has happened every time
Oh
we've
yeah,
had a
and
party.
the dog's outside. The dog will wind up saying, "Well, hey,
and the
I live
dog
here.
will end up
I live here."
sitting outside the sliding glass door like, can someone let me in? Who let the dog in?
Yeah, who let the dog in? This is round number 6. Who had the funniest response? The contractor, says Eric. Who did let the dogs out? Here, Laura.
Let's see. Finn let the dogs out.
Finn definitely let. Yes, Finn did let the dogs
That's right.
out.
It's the Carrie's the right answer with the Gimp.
The Gimp. All right, wake him up. All right. On to round number 7. Round number 7. I feel like we should have graphics. 7.
You missed it. I went to
Barb.
I went to dinner. I went to dinner with the Catwoods.
The Catwoods.
And, then they dropped me back off here, and I opened the door. The dog ran out, and Carrie Atwood likes dogs now.
Hey, well, Lula will turn any
Maybe
non-dog
she just
person
likes that
into a
dog.
dog person. That's fine. That's fine. It's baby steps. Dear Abby, remember Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Abigail Van Buren was her name, and her sister's name was
Ann
Ann Landers. Ann Landers. Yeah,
Go ahead.
It's Ann Landers. Hey,
It's
stupid.
a day dum-dums.
It's Ann Landers. Ann Landers. Dear Abby, what should I do if my husband never wants to blank? Dear Abby, what should I do? By the way, I stole this clue from Bob Eubanks. Am I right? This is such a fucking... Make it whoopee. All right. Dear Abby, what should I do if my husband never wants to blank?
Oh my God. I read a really good. So when I'm awake in the middle of the night, which I was for half of the night last night, I was reading some Reddit. Am I the assholes?
Okay, I've never heard of this. Tell me.
Oh, Am I the asshole? That's a whole series where
Tell me more.
So am I someone will go, am I the asshole? Like it's a theoretical, well, it's a real situation where someone goes, okay, so here's one. My friend said they were getting married and I bought them an expensive gift off the registry, but they didn't end up getting married. Should I ask for the gift back?
Am I the asshole if I ask for the gift back? Sure, that's great. I would read this. In fact, as soon as we sign off, I'm heading straight to that Reddit page. Yeah, exactly.
So then the one I wrote, one of the ones I read last night was, am I the asshole? My child wears a prosthetic limb. And my wife, in punishing the child for being bad, took the limb away.
No! Oh my God! Wow!
She's the asshole!
Oh my God! Wow!
You can't confiscate the arm. That's not a punishment. That's a.
Hey kid!
What?
Hey kid! You didn't do your chores properly. We
Give
told
me
you to
your
take out the
arm.
goddamn trash.
Give me your arm.
I can poke your eye out with my thumb. Jesus Christ! Gouge a kid's eye out. You'll learn. That's how else is he
So
going to learn?
the
If you don't steal their prosthetic limbs, how are they going to learn? How are they going to know any better? Yeah. That's fucking funny. Okay, so my husband never wants to wipe, leave. My mom says my husband never wants to leave. Die, says Kathy. Clean the downstairs. Drink that tea. Kathy says, drink that tea I made.
This is out of control. And dry hump my prosthetic. We're dead.
Stefan and Laurie. And now, here are your hosts, Stefan and
Oh, I'm getting an ab workout. This is great because I haven't been in the gym in a few days. Oh my God, surface dad ass. Let's see, trim the bush, stop it now. In the butt bob, yeah, that's Bob Eubanks said it was the strangest place you ever made whoopee.
In the butt bob.
That'd be in the butt bob. Yeah, move them titties, bleach his anus, grow up, wear his ball gag, pay attention to the butthole, move out. I mean, Kathy, you've already won this round. You're just dunking on us now. Leave me out of the basement. Let me out of the basement. Put the lotion in the basket. Bite me. Dry hump my prosthetic limb. Kiss my grandma. Put the lotion in. Let me sleep. Okay, these are, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, everybody won that round. We had to give it to somebody, so we're giving it to Kathy. Nicely done, kiddo. Oh, God. Okay, so.
That was a lot.
What's your song? I will ask you right now. Think of me whenever they play blank.
Oh.
Think of me whenever they play blank. What song do you hope is evocative of you? Yes, that was yeah. Well, Kathy, Kathy says a fantastic card. Those were some inspired answers, my friend. But believe me, the pleasure's all on this side of the table.
On this side of the table.
Listen, Bob, I hope your firings go really well, but I got to get out of here. Let's see. Raises me so horny. Nicely done. Oh my fucking God.
Oh my
I did.
God.
I broke a sweat. I don't know if you've seen that. Woo-hoo. Holy shit.
No, but the wife is wrong to confiscate the limb as a punishment.
Yeah, you think? You think that's like a Child Protective Services call?
The am I the asshole part was that he called his lawyer and he was like,
The kid?
No, the dad.
Oh,
because he went
okay.
to go pick the kid up for the weekend and she was like, Mom took my arm. And so he was like, am I the asshole? I called my lawyer. They said
Mom took my
Mom
arm.
took my
Oh
arm.
my fucking
she
god!
was like,
wow.
I think I need to have custody of the children.
That got
I don't
fucking
think that's
dark. Listen, precious. Good lord.
Whatever.
Oh my god. I've never been to me, says Eric. The never-ending story. I've got a lot of mushy coconuts, says Ange. Think of Laura. Back up, bitch.
Is that a Cardi B song?
Oh yeah, well, WAP. That's what you hope, right?
Oh, Zabe says cats in the cradle.
Captain
Dad.
Kathy says, face down, ass up. That's the way I like to fuck. Okay, I think that's a Cardi B tune. Mystery Fish, Twerk Nation, Closer, Naked Twister.
Wow.
Just got in Facebook trouble again. Uh-oh, what did Carrie say? Did I back off, bitch? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Seems that's no. We've trained a bot to not recognize when somebody's employing sarcasm. Well done, Zuckerberg. OPP.
If I've
You know
learned
me.
anything from YouTube censoring, you could say bish, and that won't get you. So the next time you want to say bitch, just say bish. Whatever.
OPP.
I
How can
watch way
explain
too
it?
much
I'm taking
YouTube.
frame by frame it. Okay, let's see. Is this you? This is you. This is track number. This is I'm all discombobulated after that last round. This is round number 8.
Kathy says yellow submarine. Too soon?
Blowing in the wind. Yeah, that's funny. My mom says blowing in the wind. Trust me, I do think of you every time I hear that song. Window to the walls. Who had the funniest response?
Ooh, this is a hard one.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it? I don't think it's hard at all.
What do you have one?
I would certainly go with that one right there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna have to give that one to Kathy.
I think we do, honestly. Yeah. That was.
Kathy is absolutely dunking.
Absolutely
on this game.
dunking on the rest. Yeah, absolutely. So, and speaking of technology and Sitch and Zuckerberg and bots' inability to notate sarcasm, recognize sarcasm, Apple's latest innovation. You've heard about these, giant helmet-shaped goggles that they've made. That I guess they're hoping everybody's going to be wearing. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but hey, listen, we all watch the Jetsons. Maybe that's where we're going. That's where we're trending. But they have a new innovation. Apple's latest innovation: a handheld device that simulates blank. Apple's latest innovation, a handheld device that simulates blank. Once again, this is a very Eubanks clue. Am I right?
You know, one thing that didn't happen from the Jetsons that I was really bummed out about was, and I was really bummed out about this, especially during COVID when everyone was on Zoom all the time. Remember in the Jetsons when, Judy Jetson didn't do her makeup, and so she could just flip it to the screen that looked like she had done her makeup?
Well, don't we have that? Didn't Zoom do that? Zoom that has a makeup screen for you.
Well, it's like a filter that makes you look better, but it doesn't make full face of makeup. It's not a full look.
Yeah. So Jane Jetson would come to the.
Oh, it was Jane Jetson.
Yeah,
not
daughter
Judy.
Judy.
Judy. Yeah.
And by the way, George Jetson, just a sucker, just through and through. Am I right? So he drops his kid off at school. That's nice. Drops the daughter off. Where does he drop the daughter off on the way? But then Jane drops Jane off, and Jane
different school, like high
steals
school?
his wallet, steals his fucking wallet, and no, thank you. I say nothing.
She
And then,
gives him $1.
yeah,
and
gives
then
him
takes his wallet.
and takes the rest of his
Yeah.
money. Exactly right. Which, by the way, in like the year 23, whatever, what's a dollar worth? Like, dollar's worth like
A penny.
0.5 pesos at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Apple's latest innovation, a handheld device that simulates Eric's 18 inches, 20/20 vision, prostate massages, copulation, Old Faithful. Scott, they're working on that so hard right now. Because porn always leads the way, right? Apparently, the virtual reality devices that simulate sex are getting pretty advanced these days, is what I understand. Human interaction, yes, that's what they're going for. That's exactly what they're going for. Today's 3D porn,
Being
Nokia.
able to swim in school and make ducks money. That's funny.
Eric says there's a handheld device that it simulates a Nokia. Yeah,
okay.
It simulates a BlackBerry. Right.
An
Jim's right hand, Old Faithful, copulation. Let's see, a dog and a penis covered in peanut butter. She said that got.
I like that. I like that answer.
You like that answer,
Yeah.
sure, but I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
No, I just
Second
meant-
intro, being able to swim in Scrooge McDuck's money. By the way, I don't know if the makers of the Disney cartoons ever really fully understood how a bathtub of coins works. you'd hit that like a fucking
Yeah.
you'd hit like concrete. Ow! That's what Scrooge
Okay,
McDuck
so
was.
my
He's not
thought
doing the
was
fucking
that-
back swim in the bathtub of gold coins, and also filthy. Am I
Money
right?
is filthy.
Filthy.
That's my thought
Fucking
was
filthy.
always like
Fucking
he's disgusting.
filthy.
Even when I was a little kid, I was like, no, money has germs. Money has germs.
Yeah, let's see.
No.
1985, oral copulation, hands, grizzly bears on your deck, says my mom. An actual navigational instrument
For an immersive, yeah, submersible. Yeah, that's it.
Contractor
That's
being
the one.
social. You're missing arm that your mom took. Eric.
Mom took my arm.
Eric, nicely done, dude. Your missing arm that your mom took away.
Yeah.
Holy God, that was dark. That was.
What?
That was so fucking dark. Wow.
He was like, "Am I the asshole because I called a lawyer because my ex-wife took my kid's arm?"
Oh my God. On second thought.
That's not a good punishment.
Not a good punishment. Yeah. On second thought, I probably shouldn't have had that fourth blank. My dad and I did a little bit of. It almost felt like we were in an eating contest at certain points. We shared a bison steak. That's what we did.
God.
An 18-ounce fucking bison steak. I ate bison, and it was good. Oh my God, it was so good.
Was it that bison from the?
Yeah, it was.
from the
Yeah,
video?
you tag them and bag them. That's you bring them, we'll cook them. That's their motto.
Where does that restaurant get its bison? Does it sneak over to Yellowstone and just?
So, we were thinking about how, like, when we were driving outside of the park, there are places where you'll go and it'll say, warning, elk crossing or bison crossing. And my dad and I are like, just you guys go over that way, because if you're outside of the park, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get shot. Just go into the refuge of the park. That's what I thought.
And are they officially like you? Because you can't obviously hunt inside the park, right?
No, you obviously cannot hunt inside
You're
the
there
park.
with a gun, like, hi.
Hi, I'm here to get my limit. Hi, good morning. Let's see, pond fish. Shouldn't have that fourth pond fish. Oh man, trash pandas.
There's no pond fish anymore.
I know. And honestly, even if the trash pandas hadn't gotten that last fish, that bear would have made a muck out of that fucking net, and he would have figured out a way to catch that fish for sure. Decade. Hadn't had that fourth decade, says Kathy.
Yeah, and then
It's
we'd
just
have a
got-
bear with a net all over him
I know.
we have to call the
We're
Department of
responsible for
Wildlife
that,
or something,
yeah.
right?
Murder charge, says Kathy. Fourth murder charge. Cosby cocktail. Yeah, you'll want to stop at one, but keep going. Second intro. Cup. Moons over Miami. Marriage. Oh, God,
That's funny.
That is my mom. That's very funny. Of July, where Uncle Ed embarrassed the hell out of himself. Cup of tea. Date with Owen Wilson. Edible. You definitely shouldn't have had a fourth edible. Decade around the sun.
Shouldn't have that fourth beaver cube.
Dear Laura, this is your.
I
this
have
is
the
10.
wooden beaver cubes up in the shop. The shop that I now can't go to because it's being guarded by
Yeah,
bears.
Laura now has to take like
Yeah.
a fucking armored vehicle up to an armored vehicle escort.
I just have to
up the
drive
shop.
up there now. It's,
Yeah. So who had the funniest
not right.
response to on second thought? I probably shouldn't have that fourth blank dose of fentanyl.
I'm gonna go with Jan Cox for marriage.
Yes. Nicely done. Funny. Okay, we're getting right down to it. We are on round number 11. Let's see. Oh, I already. Wait, did I do this one twice? That's so weird. That's. I think I wrote the same card twice.
No, I don't think you did.
The AI innovation.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it was basically the same.
You threw it.
Yeah, it's fine because it was essentially the same clue as the one that I just did.
Oh, it's the Apple one?
Yeah, it was similar to that.
Okay.
Senior moment.
that was a good. No, I don't know.
How am I doing?
No.
All right,
Am I
brain.
okay? Am I
All right,
okay?
brain. All
Who's
right.
the president? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Smelling salt.
Are
Oh,
you
Jesus
okay?
Christ. Holy shit. Reagan's still president, right? Okay.
Bro, are you okay?
So the Black Mirror is back for those of you who care. I started watching a couple episodes. It's fine. It's not nearly as innovative as it was that first season, where
Great
you
thing
had
to do in the middle of the night.
exactly where you had a prime minister being extorted to fuck a pig on television. Now that, my friends,
We'll get you banned from Facebook.
that is innovative television. That's exactly right. On this week's Black Mirror, Stefan and Lori encounter blank. Let's write a show. On this week's Black Mirror, Stefan and Lori encounter blank. 3D holograms of themselves doing a show about, like how up our own assholes can we
On
go
a
with
phone.
this?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not even on a phone anymore.
Yeah, my mom's like, that was an episode. Exactly. That was the Two Girls, One
Yeah.
Cup, I think, of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
They outdid themselves. Charlie, who the hell is the creator of that show? He had a show called News Dash. What the hell was it? Palmer. Charlie Palmer's he's the restaurateur.
And says rubber face fartsmith.
Get it right. The beard. Conan's masturbating bear on the porch. The third kind. White Pride Month. Oh boy, oh boy. If you want to see White Pride Month, it's happening every month. Visit Idaho, won't you? Oh, Idaho.
Oh yeah.
This morning when we left Coeur d'Alene, I was bringing the luggage downstairs, and I look in the cafeteria area at the hotel. We go to the finest establishments. They have cafeterias in the hotels.
Yeah.
Now we get it. And it was a fucking Klan rally in there. I mean, I swear to God, these guys were plotting the next insurrection. It was really, really something. I'm like, okay, put it in drive. Put it in drive and let's leave. On this week's Black Mirror, Stephen and Lori encounter giving birth to the Antichrist, the green sofa, a world where they are on the deck of a bear's house. That's funny. Ray, you got the spirit.
Like,
yes.
hi.
Ray got the absolute spirit of this. Yeah, an 8-foot skeleton dominating a bear. These are all
That's
phenomenal. This is you. No, this is me. This is me. I'm giving it to Ray Pole for a world where they are on the deck of a bear's house. Yeah, I love that. It's like that episode of Twilight Zone where Roddy McDowall crash lands on another planet, and then the next thing you know, he's captured by Martians to be an exhibit as a human forever and ever. Did anybody see where I put my blank? Anybody see where I put my blank? It's that kind of day with that kind of brain in this kind of head. Anybody see where I put my blank? So, Kathy, if you're going to watch Black Mirror, which I do recommend, by the way.
Start with season 1.
Start with season 1, and maybe stop with season 1. Actually, season 1 and season 2 are great.
Season 2 is, yeah. Season 2 is, I think we made it halfway through season 2, right? We stopped when it was like the social media. The social media episode was like where they lost us.
Season 1 is just terrific. It is really some of the most innovative television.
Did anybody see where I put my detachable penis?
Well, I woke up this morning.
Detachable penis.
And my penis is missing.
I thought I put it in the medicine cabinet.
Sulfur cauldron in Yellowstone, says Zabe. Nice. Anybody see where I put my detachable penis? Said Zabe. Enthusiasm, cat, conscience, Black Mirror, spectacles. Spectacles, testicles, watch wallet.
Watch wallet.
That's how you make the sign of the cross. I don't know why I should know that. I'm not Catholic. My mom was a practicing Catholic.
My MySpace password. Is MySpace still a thing?
I think. Let me see where I put my fake arm. My mom. My son's fake arm. Yeah, I was punishing him and things.
Mom took my arm.
I was punishing him, and then Mom started drinking. So then we don't know where the kid's fucking arm is now. The cup with those two girls. Latest Apple handheld device, chloroform. Oh, Scott.
Look, I don't doubt that the kid did something naughty. But
how naughty can you get up to if you're missing an arm?
I mean,
that's what I say.
I don't think that that's a fitting punishment for anything you could do.
I have to say I agree.
That's an
Good to know that if we had children, we would be on the same page about it. The child, we're missing an arm. We're like, let's not punish the child,
not
honey.
A privilege.
I don't think we would have even had to we would have to confer in the other room, as parents sometimes do, because it's important to create a united front. Am I right?
That's right.
Parents,
That's right.
I always say, don't argue, don't second guess each other. Oh, we don't really mean that, but so we would have to go in the other room. We wouldn't have had to go in the other room to be like, hey, son, who's missing a fucking arm? We're not going to take that away because you
need that arm.
Because you didn't clean the garage properly or some shit. Because you need the arm.
Did anybody see where I put my submersible?
Oh, Angela, I love that.
That's tech.
That's my score, my wife, my extra needles, my child, my whirling squirrelish. We must earn that privilege of having two arms. Make America Great Again hat. Let's see. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
I'm going to give it to Ange
I thought you should.
Submersible.
I agree with that. They say that TV camera adds 10 pounds, and consequently, blank looks bigger on TV. Well, also, I remember noting how the first time you go to a sporting event, a live sporting event, the fields always look way smaller in person, or at least they did to me. And I think it's because when they frame them on television, you can't see either end of them, right?
Water?
So actually, I'll have a beer. Oh, can you grab one of the beers out of the freezer and maybe take those out of there? I put beers in the freezer because I forgot to refrigerate some of them. And who doesn't love, waking up the next morning, open, oh, that's what I forgot to take the fucking beer out of the freezer. And it's just like, beer fuzz, like frozen beer fuzz all over your freezer. Anyway, yeah, so I remember the first time my dad took me to go see a 49er game in San Francisco. And I'm like, wait a second, where's the rest of the field? Because on television, it looks like the field goes on forever. Same thing in baseball. It looks like the diamond is just like this humongous, asteroid-sized entity. And you get out there and, that seems doable. Not that much bigger than the place we play Little League, right? That's regulation. Skeleton salad tongs look bigger on TV. My deck, says Kathy. That piece of spinach. Let's see. Dead ass. Tiny hands. Trump's big fat ass. Sure. Let's see. John Hamm's bulge. Man, that guy just is. He's one of those guys that makes other guys feel bad. It's like, okay, handsome, fucking have all your goddamn
Does he
hair.
not wear underpants?
And
What's
also, he's
with him?
got a big old swinging sausage down there. Okay, we get it. You know, have a fucking Mercedes,
But he doesn't-
voiceover account for goddamn decade. I don't know. He seems nice. Seems perfectly
Yeah,
nice.
he does seem
the
nice.
exit poll looks bigger on TV. That's a good answer. Conan O'Brien's hair swoop. His quiff. Election results. Eric looks bigger on TV. We look bigger on TV, right? Let's see. My bear. Let's see. The stairs from Air Force One. Kevin's
Buzz,
bacon.
if you want that to happen, I know right where there is one. Twice a day.
Carrie says she believes John Hamm is grody. Okay.
Oh, really?
To each his or her own, or not. My bank account.
Arsenio's finger.
Also, Damon Wayans from in Living Color had like he would hold up in tonight, blah 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 blah, and the finger was like E.T. Remember? It's woo.
This finger looks strangely small, but it's bigger than.
Okay. So is this round number 13? This is mine to judge. Let's see the landing strip. Egos. My budget. Eric. Election results. Conan O'Brien has the. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with John Hamm. I'm gonna go with Ann. Let's see. Blank. The newest fragrance from The Only Show. Blank. The newest fragrance from The Only Show.
Bear's cat.
Yeah. Trash Pandas. The newest fragrance from The Only Show. I promise not to read the entire round like this. I just thought it'd be fun.
What if you did though?
I actually, what we should do is once we have the answer, we'll produce one of those overwrought commercials.
Exactly.
Like black and white, people in shadows,
Trash panda.
airplanes flying over pools, shadows of airplanes flying. Sink pipe. Oh yeah, Ann says sink pipe. That's
Sink
very
pipe.
funny. Do-do-dee-dee-dee. Hey, it's time for beer. All right. Yeah, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I think I'm a hipster. That's why I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Jan's still there.
Speaking of which, I saw a free-range, unironic mullet and mustache combo in Idaho this morning over breakfast.
Isn't that the standard hairstyle
I
configuration?
honestly thought, the
Idaho?
only time that I would ever see another mullet was in Brooklyn, right? It was like, okay, all right, we're going to dress like fucking the brother from, or the karate instructor from Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, man, it's so kitschy. Boo, boo, boo. No, this kid meant it. And he had one of those peach fuzzy mustaches. And honestly, I thought you could get fined as somebody who does hair.
Christina has just arrived via phone while driving. Listen, we have news. Hold on, something happened today that you have to see.
Okay, so
Here's what we saw today on the deck.
Hang on.
Christina, you must see this.
You want to set this up?
Okay.
Or is there any
I'm
reason?
doing laundry, and
Yeah.
then bam!
Holy
there
shit.
on the deck.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's still good.
Uncle
Sorry.
Rico.
Still
Oh
good.
man, I love
Still
that
good.
movie. I might have to watch that movie later. So yeah, that's what we saw. That's what Laura saw on the deck. Round 15, says Eric. Round 15 is the newest fragrance from The Only Show.
Inside jokes.
Yeah, inside jokes. The newest fragrance from The Only Show. Halitosis.
70s bush.
The Honey Wagon. Endless
funny.
laughter. Laura's muffin. Men over 50. Taint. Jen's dildo. Let's see. WTF. Bucket de Rodin. Bucket de Rodin. Bouquet.
Rodon.
Bouquet de Rodin. The letter K almost never appears in French. Do you guys know that? Never appears in Spanish either.
Boucher
I
de
don't
Rodin.
like they basically all the Latin language is like no, we don't want any of these K's, and the Greeks like we'll take all of them. We'll take all of them. We're gonna take your X's too, and basically our entire language is gonna be made up almost exclusively of X's and K's. That's how we're gonna do Greek, right?
Oh, it says pocket dots.
I don't know if any of you are linguists. Pocket dots.
Pocket. Do you gonna eat your tots?
Give me your tots. I don't know if
Your tots.
any of you are linguists, amateur or otherwise, on the broadcast tonight, but that was a funny fucking language joke. I'm sorry, but it was.
Buzzes.
Buzzes, yeah. Oops, I shit myself three-way. This is yours. I think
Yeah.
this is round number 14.
I don't even know where to go
Round
with
14. Oh my God, yeah. Holy bear shit. Exactly right. That is exactly
this.
the
That
right
is
response.
exactly
Christina.
right. That's
8 p.m.
exactly right. And we have to tell everyone who enters late. Yeah.
Do you
about the-
actually? Did you pull the other beers out of the freezer? That
I
should
did.
Thank you very
I
much.
did.
'Cause, like, this is that point with the beer, fellas, and you know what I'm talking about if you've ever put it in the freezer, where it's getting a little slushy, but in like another maybe 3-4 minutes, it's gonna you'll turn the can upside down. I'm like, nope, nothing's coming out. Somebody made you laugh.
I'm gonna give it to Eric for pond water.
Pond water. The newest fragrance from
fragrance
the
from
Only
the
Shop. We had a couple of waffle stomps. That was 8 p.m. That's another great.
Yeah, speaking of waffle stomps,
Yeah.
this week, you missed a lot of eventful stuff this week.
You did,
I'm really,
folks.
I'm
You know,
sure
I
you're
don't know
really,
what
really
to
sad
tell
that
you.
you chose to go out of town because we also got the septic tank pumped.
Oh, dude, just the
And,
sexiest things happen in the only the sexy things happen.
And
in
I couldn't remember when the last time was that we had the septic tank pumped. I think it was the waffle stomping joke.
Yes, it was. It was the origin of the waffle stop joke.
But so I had the guy come out, and I was like, "Well, how can you tell if it needs to be pumped?" And he goes, "What we do is we put a shovel in there, and if it stands up, then we pump it."
No. I don't like that. I don't at all. So literally, they do the same thing to determine if your septic tank is ready to pump as you do to determine if you made a proper meringue. Is that? Am I getting that right? Right. If the spoon stands up, you're all done. All right, time to pump it. Holy God! I would give my.
That sounds scientific. He's like, "Do you want to see if it?" I'm like, "Nope." Nope. Once you open it, I'm
thank
good.
you. No.
I'm inside the house.
Here's where I take these pieces of green paper,
Yep.
and I give them to you.
To solve this problem.
Just you have these, and then do it and go away. And I don't want to hear any of your fucking metaphors
No.
about things
It wasn't
standing
a
up.
metaphor. He put a shovel in it, and it stood up. It wasn't a metaphor.
Moving on. Moving on. I would give my last blank for a decent blank. It's a two-parter. Saving the best for last. I would give my last blank for a decent blank. Also, and Laurel obviously was here holding the fort down, and so I didn't want to. I didn't really want to piggyback on your sleep issue. But Jesus H. Christ, I'm having the kind of insomnia lately that it's actually really been it's been a little scary because I'm like, I gotta fucking get up and drive, right? And it's a kind of insomnia where it's like your body is rebelling against itself in the middle of the night, and you're like, you feel like there's a civil war. There's a civil war happening inside you, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 p.m. Not a pleasant sight. Let's see. Ray says, I would give my last fuck for a decent fuck. That's very funny.
Carrie would give her last shovel for a decent pump.
Ray would give his last review for a decent McRib. Kathy would give her last orgasm for a night's sleep. Okay.
I mean,
going into round number 15 here. Oh, by the way, how's the score coming along?
I don't know. I'm not. Do you mean like I'm supposed to be keeping it as we go?
No. I'm curious to know if anybody's looking like they might take it outright.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm curious about.
You have to really just write a song about that.
All right. Yeah.
You have to write a song about the bear on the deck, or the shovel in the septic, or there's just so much to write about this week.
Heather Coates said she'd give her menstrual rage for a decent hysterectomy.
Oh my God.
Honestly, what do you have to do to get a decent hysterectomy around here? Am I right, gals?
They won't give it to you.
They won't give it to you. I would give my last prosthetic limb for a decent mom, says Ange.
Mom, give me back my arm.
I'd give my last push for a decent bowel movement. I'd give my last breath for a decent Xbox controller. That's rough. That's rough, Dave. That's really rough.
Why? It gives me anxiety just thinking about that. Like, why would they get in that thing? For $250,000 they paid to get in that thing. Poop in a bucket.
Oh,
and
God.
Go
Fucking mighty.
I get it.
That's not good. Okay, so I'm giving it to Ange for prosthetic limb and
get it.
mom. All right. So, well done. Okay, so now we're on to, of course,
Pond water.
pond water.
Okay.
Pond water from the show. All right, so Laura's going to, she's going to add it up.
Gonna add it up, we're gonna add it up.
When I know I just don't care, and I see them everywhere. The fucking bears on my property. And don't you know I'd give a shit if they would just up and get all those bears on my fucking property. Give me something to rhyme with. Oh, wait, no, I got it.
Septic.
Well, I see them all at every meal, including dinner. And I'm a little pissed that they kept us from getting the squirrel spinner, those bears on my property. Well, I'm glad that I didn't let I know that Fuzz is gonna come up and get some bear meat.
I need a rug.
But I'm glad that I didn't let the bear turn my dog into shredded wheat.
That's right. That's right.
The bear is never gonna stop coming around looking for things. And he'll be making lots of videos on my camera ring. Hey, fucking bear, won't you get lost? You're gonna destroy all my shit at the greatest of cost. It's a fucking bear on my property. It's a fucking bear on my property. Okay, yeah.
All right. That's good. That's good stuff.
Okay.
That's good stuff. Okay.
Ahem.
The winner of tonight's game is
Angela Garvin. I knew it.
Garvin
Yeah, I knew
with
she
4
did.
points. 4 points.
Yeah, and well deserved, kid. You had some phenomenal answers.
But if you would like this tote bag, I will send it to you.
Yeah. That
Or
was
I have
good.
some more that you might like.
Very
better.
well played. And she's very anti-clutter, of course, as we know.
She is very.
She plays for the
I think
love
she
of the
won
game.
last week too.
Just at
and
that-
she
what-
said no thanks.
Yeah,
I
it's love of the game.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it's all about. All right.
Okay, and in second place is Eric versus Kathy.
Eric versus Kathy.
In a two-way to the death.
In a two-way to the death. All right. Yeah. That's just how we like. Okay, so here we go.
Followed by Scott and your mom with 2 points.
Yeah, as we know, anybody can win.
okay,
and
so,
anybody,
yeah.
it's anybody's game. But
So-
congratulations to Eric
So now,
and Kathy.
so
for
now
making the
Ray
final round.
goes, I'm going to walk on and get second place.
Anybody want to make a claim? Anybody want to make a bravura claim here on the show tonight that they're going to take this round? This is the time. Okay.
ahead.
I have a grudging respect for blank. I have a grudging respect for blank. This is our final round. Grudging respect. What do you have a grudging respect for, Laura? Septic
this-
tank cleaners.
Oh my God.
Actually, it's not grudging at all.
Actually, that guy was so nice and
Yeah.
so funny. And
Yeah.
like, he just was so.
You'd
so
have to have a good sense of humor
was
if you
so
were working
great.
shit all day, right?
He was so great.
Yeah.
He was like, so, when was the last time you had this septic tank pumped? I'm like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago? He goes, does everyone here work from home?
Oh, good. Yeah, and also, how many of you people eat dairy?
No.
Apparently they
He
asked
was like,
those
how
questions.
many people live here? How
Yeah.
many people work from home? And I'm like, what is, just pump the, like, why do you have to have a conversation about
He's
it?
doing math. He's doing
Right.
fucking math in his head. He's trying to figure out, okay,
That's a lot of
5
poop in there.
people who all, everybody works from
Right.
home.
Everybody's home all
that's
the
a
time.
lot of dropping,
lot of poop.
dropping bombs.
Right.
Dropping bombs on your moms.
Oh,
and there you
and
go.
then he told me a whole interesting for septic tank.
Sure,
guy.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a sliding scale.
I was like, so what? He goes, yeah. So if people eat a lot of food with preservatives in it, preservatives preserve. So that breaks down more slowly. And I'm like, this is fascinating. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm gonna go throw up now.
yeah, honestly,
Thanks.
I'm queasy at 10 a.m. What
Yeah.
better way to wake up?
So you're saying the shovel stood up or what? I don't know. Just pump it.
There
Like
you go.
you're already
Yeah.
here.
You'll want to use a
gonna
fork,
charge me-
but use a spoon to get every last
You're
drop.
gonna charge me whether or not you like pump it, right? So I have to pay the service fee. Just pump it already.
Jesus H. Christ. I have a grudging respect for diapers, says Carrie. Let's see. Christina says fiscal responsibility.
Zabe says orcas.
Orcas.
Okay, why
Fair.
are orcas ramming the boats?
I don't know. Oh, my mom says all life except mosquitoes. We saw some mosquitoes that
Orcas
honestly,
have, the answer is orcas have fucking had it.
they've had it with us. They've had it with us as a
Sorry,
species.
you saw a big mosquito?
We were in Yellowstone, and the mosquitoes there, they start around, well, I guess they start probably around like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, but it's still light out. And they're just on, they really like, they have an agenda. They're like, we are going to, and you're like, no. And they're like, no. We're in fact, not only are we going to come back, we're bringing 8 friends. They chew the shit out of my mom's leg. And so then, on our way back from the park, our windshield is like, I'm like, yes, I'm like literally like the Omega Man. I'm driving through this sea of mosquitoes. I wanted to kill them all, kill every mosquito, kill every last one of them. I don't give a shit about the food chain. God damn it.
We have this theory that, and we think we're right.
Yeah.
We think every couple
we think we're right.
has one person who gets eaten by mosquitoes and one
Yeah,
that
one
doesn't.
person who doesn't, and it's inexplicable. Has something to do with the exhalations, I'm told. Okay, so Ray says, those still in my top 8. Zabe says, orcas. My bed frame, says Kathy. Kofefe, says Christina. Diaper, says Carrie. Fiscal responsibility, says Christina. Kathy, self-awareness after having a gag reflex, says Ripple. General populace. My mom says every couple she knows is like that. Okay, so we're waiting for Eric, right? Eric still hasn't
Yeah,
answered
we're
yet.
waiting for Eric and Ange and well, it is 9:13. Everyone's
Yeah, maybe
probably
everyone's
left
gone
by
to
now,
fucking bed. Yeah.
Everyone's like, I give you 8 to 9
Come
on
on,
Saturday.
you people. Chip
Chippity
chop.
choppity.
Come on, let's do this.
I get in and get out.
Wait a second. I was looking fine earlier. What exactly happened to me? If you roll back the tape from earlier, you'll see. I don't know. I didn't. This wasn't as pronounced. Did I move the camera somehow?
Oh, Eric's in the shower.
Oh, Eric.
Okay.
Is he waffle stomping?
Yeah.
Ask him. Say, hey, you waffle stomping in there?
Did the septic talk make him throw up?
So Eric's not gonna be. He's not gonna participate in the final round. He's done with her ass
Wait,
is so.
Eric's in the tie. So
Ray says, I win. Good night, everyone. Okay, so vote right now, if you will. Vote on your favorite, who had your favorite response to. I have a grudging respect for blank. I have a grudging respect for Eric for just dropping the fucking game.
he's like, I don't care. I don't want that tote bag.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. So
I have a
obviously.
grudging respect for Rapel's ability to use my previous answers to win.
Oh!
That might be the answer.
That's very funny. That's very, very funny. 17 inches.
Why is Eric in the shower? Is he going out to the club? Like, what's going on?
What are you guys doing tonight?
9:15.
Exactly. Come on
Oh, are
now.
you coming over here?
Yeah, I was going to say.
What's going on?
Are we about to get a Catwood drive-by? We might be. Shine the at signal. We have the lemon and lime that you
I got
that you
the lemon
requested.
lime.
Laura got the lemon and lime you requested. Time's wasting right now. We're coming down. We have one player tonight who has self-selected out of the game. He has benched himself. He's hit the showers tonight, but we still have the rest of the game to go. So right now we are looking for the final winner. Here's what everybody played a phenomenal game tonight. Let's see, let's see, all that septic talk made him feel dirty. He had to go watch. Okay, so dear Laura, who had the most likes? Who's getting a second place?
It does seem like Kathy has won.
Yay, Kathy.
She already has that tote, so I'll have to find something else for her to win.
Okay.
I feel like half the stuff in her house is stuff that she's won on the Only Show. Like,
Probably,
she's
yeah. I
just,
think
like, socks
decor.
and, like
Decor by Only Show. That's how we do it. here.
The lemon lime is the fact that the last time Eric and Carrie were over here, they wanted to make a margarita and we didn't have any
have that.
lemon juice or any lime juice.
Because we suck.
So I went and got some little things of lemon and lime juice.
Yeah.
Put them in the fridge.
So
For the next time.
Because we care. We listen and we care. That is our quality
Ange,
promise
the next
to you.
time you come, I'll get tonic water and put that in the fridge.
Rapel says, wait, we have a tie. Do we?
Oh, are you tied?
Uh-oh.
I see Ray with 4 points and Kathy with 5 points.
Okay. I'm making it.
But Ray, I'll send you a tote bag.
Oh, he says his 2 answers got 5 combined likes.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to go. Okay, so I'm making a ruling tonight, and I can't believe I sound like a stern parent when I'm doing this. If you can't win by doing multiple answers on the final round. I'm just going to say that because you have to.
Somebody just voted for Kathy, so now she has 6 points.
Kathy, did you vote for yourself? That would be fucking hilarious. Yeah, you can only count. It's only the answer with the highest number of votes. You can't do combined because otherwise you could just like fill up the fucking feed and do it that way. And why? The one thing we want is for this game to make sense. Am I right? We want to take it seriously and we want everything to make sense. That's what I say.
You gotta follow the rules.
Gotta follow the very, very strict scriptures and guidelines. Strictures, guidelines.
Second
here
intro.
On the good night. Actually, I'm gonna do the intro and then
Stefan
and then we're gonna just sign off.
And now,
Okay.
here
We're
are your
closing on a
hosts,
second intro.
Stefan